So I was going through my videos on my computer, and I found an old video from an expedition in the Frazier Land, and we thermed what we thought was a Bigfoot. And the story goes, there are 3 teams. We're on a powerline cut. It was late at night. We decided to split up. I sent one team in a Jeep to the other side of the property. A second team went down the main trail, and then my team stayed on the powerline cut. So after we discussed our strategy for the evening, we split up, and not too long after that, I hear Jim, who was sitting on the ground next to me. He said, "Hey, I've got something here." And he had an iPad with a thermal app on it. You know, they're not that good, but he goes, "Yeah, I got something." So I casually look over his shoulder, and he's got an upright figure in the woods. I go, "Oh my gosh." So I turn my thermal on record, and I'm watching what he's watching. And then the guy next to me turns his record on his thermal, and we're all watching this thing, and we're excited. We're like, "Oh my gosh." So we radio to the other teams, "You guys need to get here now. We are watching a Bigfoot." And, you know, of course, it took them a while to get there. So as we're watching it, I said, "It looks like it's eating berries," at one point. And again, you can't see the whole thing. It's kind of in the bushes, and it's kind of hunched over. But it's definitely humanoid in shape. So we're watching it. And at one point, I said, I can smell it. And it smelled like sulfur. And then that's soon after, well, first of all, I'm thinking, who am I going to send this to? Meldrum, who's the first guy to send this amazing video to? And then all of a sudden, it starts walking out of the woods. And it's hunched over, it's hobbling. And luckily, I took one step backwards. I didn't run, because you always wonder, if you ever come close to a Bigfoot, how are you going to react? Are you going to hit record on the camera? Are you going to run? Luckily, we held our ground. We hit record, and then we noticed it was not a Bigfoot. It was Jeff. And during the commotion, when we all separated, he had walked away from us and was standing kind of in the woods. And he was watching, he thinks, another Bigfoot, or a real Bigfoot, on the ridge between the trees. He saw an upright figure walk when the other teams had left. So he thought what we were saying, what we were talking about, was what he was seeing. And that's the reason he never said a word. He just was quiet the whole time, because he was maybe watching a real Bigfoot during this episode. He's since apologized, and I said, "Don't worry about it. It's no big deal at all." It was actually very exciting, and it was like actually having a Bigfoot sighting almost, and seeing how we would react. So it was a good learning experience. Now the smell, I come to find out, down the powerline cut, there's a hill, and it goes all the way down into town. There's a fireworks factory. So that sulfur smell that was coming up the powerline cut was from the fireworks factory. And that's why I said I can smell it, So it was kind of funny. When we do our expeditions, we have a protocol that nobody is to leave their team at night. Number one, it's for safety reasons. Number two, it's for this very reason, so we don't therm a person walking alone through the woods and think it's a Bigfoot. So this was exciting. We still talk about it today. You can see by this video how real it looked. So hope you enjoyed it. I know we did. Let's see. One thing I forgot to mention The reason why it was hunched over and hobbling was Jeff had a bad knee. So Jeff kind of walked with a limp and was kind of hunched over. So it added to the effect, thinking it was actually a Bigfoot hunched over walking out. So everything kind of lined up for a perfect, not real Bigfoot sighting.